There's just something about this guy that people talk about the it factor a lot. And to me, Shane Strickland has that it factor. And thus far here in PCW Ultra and beyond, he has backed it up in the ring as well. If you got the it factor, if you can get it done in the ring, there's no reason why you shouldn't be a huge celebrity in our industry. And as people continue to get to know Shane Strickland, they're going to get to know that that is exactly what he is. Reminds me a bit of The Rock. Reminds me a bit of these bigger-than-life pro wrestlers that have come through our industry. And he's my friend. I mean, I think he's my friend. He has like his own opinion on it.
Be pretty good company to keep, if indeed that is the case. And he's been keeping company with that ultra light heavyweight title for quite some time. And he looks to keep it that way.
Ladies and gentlemen, this contest scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit, and it is for the PCW Ultra Light Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first, our challenger. He comes to us tonight from Seattle, Washington. Weighs 170 pounds. This is Darby Allin.
Darby Allin is ready to go. He's looking ripped as hell today. Six-pack abs showing. He's got his deltoids on point.
His opponent is our current reigning, defending PCW Ultra Light Heavyweight Champion. He comes to us from Tacoma, Washington. Weighs 197 pounds. He is the international king of swerve, Shane Strickland. One fall for the Light Heavyweight Championship.
Dan Master setting the stage. Both champion and challenger look very cool, calm, and collected, brimming with confidence. You mentioned some of the greats that the champion, Swerve Strickland, reminds you of. Well, how fitting was it when at one point in a title defense, none other than Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, who was the official in that matchup, raised the hand of Strickland.
Yeah, how apropos that one of the greatest of all time raises the hand of one of the greatest of this time.
Well said.
And for Darby Allin, who has become a star in his own right around the country and around the world, I mean, he's outsized here. Yes, they're both light heavyweights, but Strickland cuts weight to get to that threshold. And for Shane Strickland, he comes in the much larger man against Darby and shows a minimal amount of respect by sort of shaking his hand there.
A lot of tension in this one, and Darby Allin going to go to work on the arm to start things off. Uses that to take down the champion in the early going. Darby Allin, so fluid in his movement, former professional, sponsored, extreme athlete, skateboarder. So he is willing to take risks, no doubt.
And these men wrestling now, chaining some submission attempts together, controlling and grappling each other on the mat. Darby putting all of his weight on the head of that celebrity wrestler, Shane Strickland, the champion.
Tenure of Strickland here in PCW Ultra has been so impressive. The people that he has been able to defeat and win the gold and hold on to it, and that's a tough thing to do, and something that the champ, beautiful float over after the suplex. But think of the challenges that the champions, I talked about that things would get spooky, using that Halloween reference for the champions tonight, but that's been the case. I mean, you think of Priscilla Kelly giving a great challenge to Tessa Blanchard. Blanchard gets it done, holds on to the gold. War Beast defending against the likes of Sin and the Monster Abyss. And now another tough test for a champion here in Darby Allin for Shane Strickland. Things not getting any easier for the champions of PCW Ultra.
Yeah, your point taken well, Todd, but just at the end there, my thought process interrupted by that huge right slap from Shane Strickland. And Darby wants more, but instead gives the right hand. Darby's fired up here. interesting for this match to start off with strikes and go directly into a submission attempt by Darby Allin, who's showing some great jiu-jitsu practitioner skills.
Darby Allin's been attacking that arm in the early minutes of this matchup. Picks up the pace now.
Oh my God.
Goes 0 to painful in about 1.5 seconds. And I got to wonder if working that arm, if he's perhaps trying to take the JML driver out of the game plan of the champion.
Sure could be. And Darby Allin, quite frankly, looks as good as I've ever seen him, physically speaking. And there's a certain fire behind the eyes of Darby Allin tonight that is showing me something here. Will it be his night to become light heavyweight champion? Look at that. Able to counter, but same thing with Shane.
We talked about Strickland, a powerhouse, a big man for the light heavyweight division, but showing he's got the speed of the light heavyweight division as well. Nice bridge out of the cover. Going for it again is Allin. It gets a close call, near fall.
But that's that undersized nature of Allin, unable to get that cradle in the way he wanted it. Springboard. Beautiful arm drag by Darby Allin, and Darby Allin making a case for why he should be the PCW Ultra Light Heavyweight Champion.
Man. Last time he got that kind of air, it was on a half pipe. Strickland.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, wow.
My God.
Champion taking away the high risk there. That's why it's called high risk offense, Christian Cole.
And they warn you in driver's ed about whiplash and the effects of that, and that was a car accident that Darby Allin just got into with that top rope and turnbuckle. Man, could have separated a rib on the right side of his rib cage, as you could see him favoring that now. And immediately, the brilliant champion Shane Strickland sees an opportunity and attacks those ribs.
Car accident was a very traumatic experience for Darby Allin in his youth. And car accident-like effects there moments ago. And we'll see if the challenger can rebound going quickly for the ropes. And that tells me that he's either smart or in jeopardy.
Yeah, maybe he can't breathe, Todd. I mean, going for the ropes at a 1 count seems like a move of desperation to me, as he's just trying to get Swerve off of him. And the assault from Swerve, as your arm is not supposed to bend that way. And Swerve displaying his jiu-jitsu skills now. Brilliant by Swerve, and this is why I tell you that he's not only the man with the it factor, but he's a man who backs it up with his fight in the ring.
Challenger might sport some more skeletal features if this continues, because it looked like his shoulder was about to pop right through his skin. The champion using those long limbs as added leverage and really making the challenger pay the price. Athleticism there, though, by the challenger. Swinging a shot and moving quickly. There's attempted coffin drop, but too much power. Thinking JML driver perhaps, trying to set him up for it. Rolls through the other way. Does the challenger. Great counter. He's watched his film, no doubt.
There's no question that Darby Allin and Shane Strickland are both well-versed and well-studied on one another. This means so much to so many wrestlers around the world to become PCW Ultra Light Heavyweight Champion. Of course, you're going to do your homework and show up prepared.
Great physical chess match we have going right now for the light heavyweight title. The power on display again. The added velocity off the ropes, though, but Strickland elevates him, drives the knees home, and has the challenger. And I think the size and strength advantage that you alluded to might be the X factor in this one, Christian.
Yeah, and those injured ribs,
oh,
Jesus
no.
Christ! What the hell just happened? Darby Allin shot out of a cannon known as Shane Strickland.
Referee,
my God, Todd Kennelly.
Out there to check on this thing might be over. He got shotgunned into the corner, hit hard and heavy, and then propelled all the way to the floor, unable to defend himself in the process. And there you see the effects. The challenger laid out, and he may not be able to recuperate and get back in this thing.
Someone rewind the tape. Show that again. That was incredible. As Shane Strickland put a stop to the momentum of Darby Allin with a quick throw to the outside of the ring and through that middle turnbuckle. Jeez.
And the count is on, and I gotta believe that Strickland could stay inside and get the count out victory, but he's gonna press the full court press. That either tells me he wants to dish out more punishment or he has faith that Darby Allin is going to find a way to dig down deep and come back into this thing.
Darby Allin's carcass thrown through that guardrail, much to the surprise of the front row here at PCW Ultratorium. And Todd, the advantage right now for Shane Strickland is clear to everyone here in the house. The champion continues to prove why he is the king of swerve.
Things not getting any better for the challenger. That was just a death-defying trip to the floor, and now comes face-to-face with the guardrail. And as you mentioned, Christian, I mean, it's all the champ right now. In essence, he's toying with his challenger, and he can afford to.
But Todd, Darby Allin, if there's anybody who can come back from an 0-3 deficit in the World Series, it's the Dodgers and Darby Allin.
Champion looking for the swerve stomp. Presence of mind and will to survive by Darby Allin to get out of there. And you mentioned it, Darby Allin's found himself in some wars here. PCW outlasted the likes of Ace Romero, Eli Everfly, and Jake Atlas in a fatal four-way. Has a one-on-one victory over Eli Everfly as well, but now with the title on the line, trying to get things going.
The passion on the face of Darby Allin as he fights back with injured ribs. And he's able to get the champion back into the ring where he possibly could go for a pinfall combination. Oh, beautiful cover by Darby Allin.
Stunning victory on the way. New champion to be crowned for the first time tonight, but not yet. And Darby Allin, fittingly enough, is fighting like a man possessed here, Christian Cole. Where is he finding it?
Darby Allin has talked to us many times about the struggles in his travel to triumph as a pro wrestler and how difficult that road has been for him. And for Darby Allin, this championship means everything. And for his fans, it means it too. They want to see him win tonight. As you look on at Shane Strickland favoring that left knee, Todd.
I think the ankle as well, and he didn't have the base there on that discus clothesline. Had just enough to connect, but now think about this for the champion. Is the swerve stomp now out of the picture? The champion's in control right now, but some of his top offense might be getting dismantled.
It's a great point, Todd. You can see him favoring as he goes up to the top rope there for high risk. Shane Strickland known for that, known for being able to win championships with that high risk and high flying ability. And Darby Allin sees an opportunity to take the legs out from the speedy champion.
Champion all tied up at the moment. Tied in that tree of woe and taking the shoe off, and now there's no protection on that ankle that was already compromised. No support there, and just wrenching on the ankle was the challenger.
Darby Allin trying to get the strength, but look at that. Little goozle from Shane Strickland, and he tosses Allin back to the middle of the ring. And back and forth this match goes as now the shoeless Joe Strickland trying to climb to that top rope and see what he can do here.
Digging down deep.
Oh, he got it!
Comes up with the cutter, beautifully done. Despite the lack of a shoe, champion, I'll tell you, this the whole definition of this matchup is that adrenaline can do wonders. These two aren't going to be able to move in the morning. I'll tell you that. Can the champ hit the swerve stomp? You got to believe that's what he's got in mind. Yes!
Swerve stomp. But that stomp seemed to affect the shoeless foot of Shane Strickland. He seemed to perhaps, maybe he rolled that ankle during the process of the swerve stomp. His feet uneven with one shoe off.
Well, he can rehab it.
But he's in for the cover. This could be it.
He can rehab it after he wins the title. Thought he had him with the swerve stomp, but too much time ticking away before the cover. Couldn't immediately capitalize. And you're right. You could just almost, when he hit that swerve stomp without the boot, those ligaments might just be screaming, Christian.
And what does that mean? I mean, he needs to get his gear back on his feet. there's no timeouts in wrestling. We know that. But for Shane Strickland, who's now fighting with one shoe, one of the biggest parts of his offense is now unbalanced.
Well, and how much did the lack of that take away from the impact of the swerve stomp as well? It's one thing getting hit with a boot, it's another thing getting hit with a bare foot.
Seems to be putting a little weight on it now. As Shane Strickland,
he just stomped that foot again. And this is a challenger that's willing to do whatever it takes, win at any cost.
Huge slaps from Darby Allin, the challenger.
Code red, it's an emergency.
Oh my God! And that was as close as it gets.
This is vicious.
Beautiful stop on the ankle, and Darby Allin's taking over that left ankle, and Shane Strickland's championship is in peril. And the fans of Wilmington, they want him to tap.
Leg is grapevine here. He's got that ankle lock in deep. You don't have any ankle support. Are we going to see history made?
He needs another 8 or 10 inches to get to that rope, maybe a foot and a half to Shane Strickland. And that's in deep. All the pressure on the left knee. And champion able to break it up.
It's a win at all cost mentality here for Darby Allin.
As you saw Darby Allin there, Todd, you saw him viciously attack that left foot, that unprotected foot of Shane Strickland, and immediately go for a knee bar of his own. And how impressive has Darby Allin been tonight? It certainly has lived up to the hype of a #1 contender.
And he's taken the fight right to the champion on the outside. Usually the champion is a great counter wrestler, but he can't get a breather here. He can't find a coffin drop down to the outside, my goodness!
A blind coffin drop from Darby Allin as he goes in, looking the opposite direction.
No amount of swerve, no amount of swagger can get you out of this onslaught by Allin.
And again, another coffin drop, and immediately in for the cover, lateral press. Jesus Christ, that was so close. And Darby Allin was inches away from being light heavyweight champion, Todd.
What's it gonna take? Pair of coffin drops, a vicious ankle lock, and somehow, someway, Swerve is still surviving, but for how long? Went for that double palm thrust, did Allin. Beautiful counter by Strickland. He caught the boot there, he's gonna go for that ankle again.
He ate a little bit of it, was able to catch it. Transitions into that left-footed ankle lock, and Strickland able to fight out.
Switched to the bad leg, but might have cost him. Now looking for the takedown again, and Swerve is fighting for his very life. Like a caged animal.
Oh my God! Beautiful pump back kick from Swerve Shane Strickland. That was absolutely gorgeous, landing right on the button. And Darby Allin is in huge trouble as Shane Strickland now looks to retain his championship.
He didn't want to lose the shoe, but he did want to lose the knee pad, and that is why. Wide open shot. Thanks for playing. Has him hooked. JML driver. Champ.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the match, and still PCW Ultra Light Heavyweight Champion,